learning how to fight was the best thing I ever did in my life. Hands down, the best thing that I ever did for myself and for others is I learned how to fight, man. I had two choices growing up. I could either stay weak, I could stay small, I can stay vulnerable, and I could just be nobody. But getting bullied at school, having a very physical relationship with my father, it led me to wanting to defend myself. It led me wanting to know how to fucking just not feel weak anymore, not feel useless anymore. Bro, I was scared. I was scared like a motherfucker growing up. I was scared of my father. I was scared of going to school. I was so scared of just being around bigger people, and I felt weak. I couldn't do anything. And if you want one way to hate your life, it's to feel weak. It's to feel like you have no other option. It's to feel like you have nothing else you can do but sit there and take it. Boxing is probably the best thing that's ever happened to my life. Because for the first time in my life, once I learned how to throw a 1 and 2, I felt like I could finally fight back. I felt like I could finally stand up for myself. I could finally stand in front of these motherfuckers who thought they could take me and they could just push me around. I felt like I could stand up to my father. I felt like I had a fighting chance. And I remember when I was 16 years old, and I remember telling my mom, like, Mom, I'm gonna fight Dad. I had been training with my buddy at home. I've been going to the boxing gym. And I was this 16-year-old kid, 125 pounds. My dad was like 160. And I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna fight him. And my mom's like, don't fight him, Alex, don't stand up to him. Like, I just got fed up. I got fed up just taking. My dad was I love my dad, but he was very aggressive with me growing up. He had a temper. He had a bad temper. And we just lived in fear in my house. We just lived in fear of him waking up and yelling at us or hitting us with the belt, hitting us with a TV wire. But it's okay. It is what it is. But once I started learning how to box, once I started learning how to do jujitsu, once I got into wrestling in my high school, I wasn't the best. But the fact that I could do something made me feel stronger. And it wasn't until I had my first street fight. I'll never forget this kid named RJ. We were on Facebook and some girl said something and then I said something to this girl and he said, hey, don't talk to her like that. I said, what are you gonna do about it? He's like, let's fucking fight. I'm like, bring it on, fat boy. He outweighed me by like 40 pounds. I was still only 125 pounds. And so he said, fuck it, let's do it. And so I said, let's fight at this park. So I went there with two of my boys, Nick and David. I'm like, yo, just come with me just in case anything happens. So I'm standing there, 125 pounds wet, just wet. I'm just standing there. I have some boxing experience at this point. I'm like, I'm ready for this guy. And then he rolls up with like 2, 3 trucks, him, his boys. I went to a school called Seminole Ridge. It was full of like rednecks. I have nothing against them, love them. I grew up there, dirt road. So we're there. He pulls up. He starts taking his shirt off. He gets through that gate. I'm like, bro, he's talking shit. I don't talk shit. I'm like, I'm just gonna punch you the minute you come up to me. So I'm standing there. I got my back foot right here because I'm never gonna face somebody like this. I got my back foot right here. I'm waiting. I'm just like this. The minute he comes up to me, I throw a jab and he hits me with a jab. And then the fight's on. So we start kind of like, going back and forth, exchanging. Somehow, some way, he gets me to the floor. And he's mounted on me. He's 170, 180 pounds. Outweighs me like 40 pounds. And so he hits me once right here. And I'm like this. And then he hits me another time right here. And this time I've been doing jujitsu. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna throw the right, everything slows down in a fight. Everything slows down. So I'm like, he's gonna throw that right hand again. I'm gonna catch it and I'm gonna flip him. I got my left hook, left leg, I got my left leg tied around his other leg. All right, I got my leg tied around his other leg. So he throws that right hand, I grab it, fucking Matrix. I grab this right hand, I hook his right leg, and I flip him over, and now I'm on top, but then we get back up. We get back up, and I'm stiff. And I remember my boy David saying, jitter, Alex, jitter. And I'm like, okay, I forgot. And I'm going here. And I just go 1, 2, back up, 1, 2, back up, 1, 2. And I end up hitting him with a knee, because when we get into a tangle, I said, yo, I've been doing MMA. So I come here, and then I knee him, and he goes down, but he's like, yo, he hit me in the balls. I'm like, you know what? Take your time, buddy. Take your time. And then his boys were like, damn, bro, if that was me, I would have fucking stomped your ass. That guy is nice. I'm like, no, let him have his time. He gets back up, we go again, 1, 2, back up, 1, 2, back up. He's like, I'm done. I cut him open in his eye right here. Fights this, I'm like, yo, good fight, whatever. Let's say we actually shake hands, things like that. Cause it wasn't like a brawl. It was like, yo, whatever, hey, beef is squashed. We settle it like men, that's it. My boy Wheezy came and picked us up. He had a BMW, he came, picked me up, and I went home. And it was a terrible night because my mom and dad got really upset with me and they grounded me for fighting. But after that fight, man, I show up the next day to school, people see him, his face is busted up. Everyone's like, damn, Alex did that? Cause like, again, I'm like 125 pounds. And these people are like, dude, Art is like 180. How the fuck did you get your ass beat by this guy? And he's like, damn, Alex knows how to fight. And so then that gave me so much confidence. That gave me like this fucking badge on my chest. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fighter. Like, I fight. Like, motherfucker, try me. I fight. And since then, I just always carried that with me. I would still box. I'd still go to some gyms, and I would do some sparring. Like, boxing is what gave me this utmost confidence of me going from this kid who was weak, who was picked on, who was bullied, to learning how to fight, learning how to take care of myself, and like, walking into any room. I'm 5'7". I walk into any room. I don't care if you're 6 foot. I don't care if you're 250 pounds. Like, if anything goes down, I know I can at least hold my own. I know I'm gonna either get one shot in, either we can grapple, I can choke you out, I can do something. I'm not useless. I'm not defenseless. I'm confident and like, fuck it. And that's why I also stay in great shape. I'm like, whatever, you might be bigger, but I got great stamina. I'm fucking ready for it. I'm always ready for a fight to go down, because that's how I grew up. I grew up always like, damn, who's gonna pick on me next? Who's gonna pick on me next? I grew up with that fear of like, who the fuck is gonna fuck with me? Now I'm like, who's gonna try to fuck with me? I'm ready for it. So if you feel that way, best thing you can do is learn boxing. Best thing you can do is learn how to fight. Best thing you can do is become a fighter. Best thing you can do. Fuck a gun, fuck everything else. Just instill that within you, because if yes, you can get a gun, but then you put the gun away, who are you? You can't carry that confidence with you. It's not the fighting, it's not the gun that I can just shoot you. It's not that, it's the confidence you gain from being able to do it on your own, not needing anything. And if you want to learn more about boxing, I'm teaching some boxing classes. You can click the link in the description and join one of my boxing classes on Fridays or Saturdays. I would love to have you there. If you don't know what to do, it's all at home, and I teach you small combinations. I teach you how to finally be stronger, be more confident in yourself, and you don't have to walk around being weak, okay? Thank you so much. Much love.